Hello, my name is River Yeo. I'm a nurse and GAPS practitioner, and I'm here to tell you about the who, what, when, where, why, how of GAPS. So when do I do GAPS? When is the right time? The answer is now. When should you start? There is no moment like the present. I make it a personal goal of mine when I learn some new information that I'm not going to go dive deep into that information until I know that I can act on it, because I don't want to just gorge on videos and articles and documentaries and books and do nothing about all of the information that I learned. What's the point of learning if it's not to affect our lives and the way we live and what we do? So there's no moment like the present. So either A, bookmark it, which for me meant buying Dr. Natasha's book and putting it on my shelf where I could see it until I was ready to read it and forever be changed. 1, you can make a small step to bookmark it. 2, you can start today. People don't realize that GAPS can include a lot of skills that people just don't have, they didn't learn growing up. The tradition of teaching our children how to cook has sort of dissipated in a lot of families. I know it was in my family. So if you want to do GAPS eventually down the road, there's no moment like the present to just give a try at some of these GAPS foods. Make your first meat stock. Make your first homemade pot of yogurt. Make your first vegetable ferment. Go for it. And you don't need to be doing full GAPS to try these things. Try them. Try it out. If you fail, try again. And as you gain these skills over time, once you're ready, then you can dive in fully to GAPS. You can practice GAPS until you're ready to go all in. And yeah, when should you go all in? When should you throw out all your cereals, your processed boxed cereals, and go for it? That is up to you. It should be probably not right before a holiday or a vacation. There's never a perfect time, but it could be a time where your work is less stressed, or when you have a job that you can call out sick for without too much hoopla. When you have the support you need to be the emotional support, to be the practical support, to maybe help you pull apart a chicken or chop vegetables for you, or just to be available on the phone to call. Whenever you find those people, that is a good time. When should you go on full GAPS versus GAPS intro? There are 2 versions of GAPS. One of them is an intro diet, which is an elimination diet, where you start with meat stock, which is bone broth, but tastier and easier to make. And then you slowly add one food at a time through the stages until you reintroduce all the foods. That is GAPS intro. That is the most powerful version of GAPS that I think everyone should do at some point in their life, and just slowly take your way through the stages as your body, at your own pace, as your body is ready for the next stage. Go to the next stage and the next stage and the next stage. Full GAPS is basically Whole30, but on another level, where again, you're getting your foods from your local farm, you're making everything from scratch, you cut out all carbohydrates. There's a lot of emphasis on healthy fats and organ meats. And of course, there are supplement and lifestyle changes that you're doing at the same time. Most people going on to GAPS have some kind of gut issue. Some are not obvious, but if you're having constipation, you generally want to start on full GAPS. If you're having diarrhea, you generally want to start on GAPS intro. So when is GAPS? It's when you're ready. Take a small step now, bookmark it now, plan for the future, be intentional. Take one small step so that the next step will be easier. There is no perfect time to go through GAPS. Reach out to me if today's the day for you and you want to go through a course dripping you through this process gently, or if you want a private GAPS practitioner to walk you through this, or if you want community and you want to get connected for some group coaching, reach out and I'd be happy to get you connected.